Hello, good morning. How are you? I hope you are doing amazing. I am popping on really quick because I have a little bit of a fire inside of me about something I wanted to kind of just put out there and bring up and hopefully land on whoever might need to hear it, because I know that it's a reminder to me. I have not popped on live for a while. It is my goal to get back to doing them weekly. But I am going to keep this short and sweet because I'm in between things right now, and I just really wanted to get on and talk about this for a moment. So I hope this finds you well. If you come on live, say hello. If you see this on the replay, say hi as well. And put your thoughts in the comments as well, because I think this is something that's really important and sometimes can be missed in like small, minute ways, but also in very grand ways. So I've got about 5 minutes, so this is going to be nice, short and sweet, hopefully, right? So this conversation stems from something that happened yesterday. So the title of this is Why Conversation and Community Matters, right? So for me as a branding photographer and a confidence coach, I find that this is so very true, that we need to be feeling confident in the way that we communicate with the people around us, confident with the people that are our potential clients, confident with our teams, our communities, all of the things, right? When we are confident in our communication, good things happen. And not only do good things happen when we're more confident in the way that we communicate, we are also having better long-term relationship building with our ideal clients, with people that we could potentially collaborate with, and all of that. So the story starts with this. Yesterday, I was sitting there working and I had a knock on the door, and my dog started going crazy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, do I really have time for this? All the things, all the things that go through your mind when an unexpected moment happens. And I go to the door, and it's somebody who is trying to sell me a service. So it's a door knocker. It's somebody who is going, door to door to, get more service, booked service, I should say. And so the transaction was, or not even the transaction, the conversation was minimal. It was, hi miss, how are you doing today? I'm going to be doing your neighbor's asphalt. That's what it was for. I'm going to be doing a house down the road. I could do this for you as well on Friday if you would like this, and we'll even cut you a deal. It was like this really quick, like, bantering of information that this person threw out to me. And then I was expected to go, sure, yes, sign me up. Two things were the problem here. One was I've never met this person. I don't know if they're legit. I don't know the quality of work they do. I don't know what the pricing or other types of services within this same offer or same service is. Like, who are you from somebody else? On top of it, the person said, oh, well, usually it's $6,500, but for you, since we're already coming out for your neighbor, we could do it for, I think it was like $4,500. So that's a big whopping savings. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, like in the grand scheme of things, right, that could be a huge savings for something that is a larger ticket thing like that. However, I have no trust in the quality of work you do, who you are, if you're legit, all the things. So the problem with that was there was no real conversation. And there was no community built in within it, right? Like there was no, hey, let's talk a little bit more about like what your needs are, like getting to know me as a consumer. There was no, let me show you more of my work. There was no education on what it is that goes into this $6,500 service. It was just, hey, do you want it? Yes or no? And so this is why communication and conversation and community is so important. And I've actually talked to 2 different people this week, clients and business friends, about the importance of making sure that you're having more conversation with the people in your population, with the community that is already around you, and the people that hopefully come into your life. So on social media, it looks like, so this is a little tip and reminder for us all, right? For on social media, it looks like when people comment on your content, it is going back and having a well thought out connective answer back to them. Even if they say something very simple like, great photo, or I love this, and there's not much of a conversation starter there, how can you start the conversation? How can you ask a question? How can you help them get to know you more, and in turn you get to know them more, and they feel like a part of the process. They feel excited about what you do, what you offer, all the things. So if that person that came to my door trying to sell me this asphalt service would have had that mentality, they maybe would have talked to me a little bit more. They would have got to know me as a consumer, like, right? All the things that I said. And so these are things that are important. So in social media land, it looks like that. It looks like communicating and investing in a little bit of extra time, even if it's like a little window of time per day or per week that you just go and you answer comments and you answer this and that, or you go on other people's content and connect with them, people who are like-minded, who are in your community already, and showing support in that way. This is how conversation and community can be so beneficial, because they get to know you more, they understand you more, they understand what you do, and they'll become more a part of the process and loyal to you versus maybe somebody else that does a similar or same thing. So the other problem with what this person presented yesterday with this very short, like, quick, like, hey, do you want to invest in this $4,500 or $6,500 thing, was that there was no additional like care put into it, right? It was just, here you go, take it or leave it and move on. So I didn't feel cared about as a consumer. So that's the last thing we want as business owners, is for our people around us, whether they are returning clients, new clients, people who have been in our stratosphere but we've never worked with. We don't want them feeling like we don't care about them, right? So we should first and foremost just genuinely be good humans and care about the people on the other end of the social media post, on the other end of the phone call, of the email, of that, and like, how can we add in extra like care and attention to the relationship that we're building and that we're doing within that, right? So they lost me immediately. Like, I don't even know if like a month from now I decided, yeah, actually I do need this asphalt service, if I would even pick up the card that they gave me to call them, because it left such a disconnect with me that I wouldn't even want to, right, go back into that, put myself back into that situation. So I would go do research and find people who I do feel more educated by, connected with, understand what it is that they even do, right? And so I think it's so important to remind ourselves that conversations can be so key to not only building our community, but building our clients and building the trust, the know, like, and trust within our businesses. And so if you're struggling to feel like there's people around me and nobody's really interacting, or nobody's doing this or that, then like, kind of take a look back, take a step back. Am I genuinely showing up for my community? Am I talking with them? Am I getting to know them? Am I having conversations? This is not just on social media, this is in real life. Even today, I was at an appointment and I had some, like, couple people who were sitting with each other doing some stretches that we were working on for some things for me, it's my lower back that is being really, really bad. Found out that I have a bone missing in my back that I most likely was born without, and so this is causing a lot of issues. Side note. But as we're sitting there, the beautiful conversations that came up of, like, it started off with, I really like this. Like, maybe it's like somebody's shoes, or oh my gosh, what are you doing over there, right? And then it ended. Not ended, but it flowed into conversation of getting to know each other more. I didn't know these two people from Adam before sitting down and being in this situation where we had 10, 12 minutes to sit next to each other while we did this mundane thing. And the conversation turned into, now I know what this person does, what they like, all these things. And same with me. They understand what makes me tick and what I like and what is important to me, in like a literal 10-minute conversation. And it wasn't deep and it wasn't really like wide either. It was just that simple, right? So we have to remember that it's like, even coming from somebody who has a lot of anxiety, a lot of social anxiety, a lot of just anxiety in general, which I understand. It's very hard for some people to believe that. It's okay though, right? Because that's part of life It's okay, right? But for somebody who has a lot of that, I still find the value and see how much confidence is gained every time I do it. Every time I put myself out there, every time I go on a live, put myself out there in a conversation with people in a one-to-one or social setting. Every time I'm in the comments asking and talking to people, whether it's my comments or theirs. So I want everybody to take a moment today to take a deep breath first and foremost, especially if you haven't yet. And take a moment for yourself to think, am I really, truly, genuinely engaging and conversating with others in a way that lights me up, that lights them up, that continues the conversation, and that just feels really good to continue building upon? Ask yourself that. What can you do more of? If you're somebody who's like, if I'm thinking about it, I have a bunch of people who have commented on random posts here and there, and I haven't really said anything back to them. Or I maybe just hearted it or said thanks. What can you do to go back and set aside? Maybe it's when you hop off this, if you have an extra couple minutes, go back and go have deeper conversations. And it doesn't have to be like, what's your deepest, darkest secret? Just if they say, oh, I love this so much, or you're so talented, or gosh, I need this, then it can be something like, oh my gosh, I know I love it so much too. I'm so excited about this thing that I created. What is it that you love about it? Or what are you so excited about for spring? If it's something that's spring related, or there's a million ways, and these are just very, very basic, that's spouting off the top of my head, ways to like engage. So that's our first dream work. We don't do homework in this world. We do dream work. Take a look and see, how are we interacting? Are we even interacting? Are we just throwing stuff up and then just leaving it? And you might say, well, maybe people aren't interacting that much, and that's natural, especially if you haven't been like maybe having those deeper conversations and things going on. Then they're not gonna, because they're not gonna know how to. So we have to almost kind of educate them on how to do it. So that's what I've got for you. I do have to go. Yes, I do. So I hope that this lands with somebody in some way, shape, or form that just feels good for you, gives you some food for thought, and helps you to just kind of see how important you are in this world, and how important the words that, and the feelings and the emotions that you bring to the table, not just as a human, but as a business owner, as a creative, as all the things, really do matter. And it gets people feeling excited to be a part of something more, to be able to support you more, all of that. I love you guys so dang much. Like I said in the beginning, Hey, Cassie, what's up? I love the little clap hands. Yes. Hope you all are doing fabulous. As I said in the beginning, I am getting my mind going on how I can get back to doing regular lives, because we were enjoying that. Like, we meaning myself and then a lot of people who were popping on. So stay tuned. I'm just kind of working through kind of a crazy influx season of just taking care of things and my body, as I talked about, as well as in the mix there. So there's that. And then also, I've been a little quiet on stories, and it's all is good. This is proof of life. I'm here. I'm good. I'm alive. I just needed some quiet time, and I'll be popping on and saying hello, because that's where some of the best conversations and community have been for me in particular. So yeah, I can't wait to be there. So yes. Ashley says, oh, gotta prioritize yourself. Heck yes. 2024 has been about balance, not necessarily saying no more. Sometimes I am saying no, but sometimes it's saying not right now. Hey, I can do that, but not till this week or next month or whatever, because I need to take care of my body. It's not feeling so good. And Ash, I know that you're in a space of that right now too. So all of you remember that, like, the conversation and community is a beautiful place, but it's not there. Yours is not there if you are not well. So this is also your reminder to take care of yourself, so that you can better take care of the beautiful community that is around you and flourishing and doing amazing things. So thanks for hanging out with me, and pop in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Drop your favorite emoji of whatever. If you're like, heck yes, I'm going to go do some things to work on and cultivate and just think about this all for myself. So love you guys. Take care. Take another deep breath. You got this. Take another 10, 20, a ton of them. Bye, guys.